Alright. We need to get on this elevator and get the hell into the station. Or building, whatever you call it, the complex. Who's left behind? Oh, someone new joined, I think. Get on! Oh wow, he looks awesome. There's another paladin. Oh, somebody wasn't standing close enough. Oh, sad. Now I'm paranoid. I'm checking to make sure that everything's recording properly. I can't believe I did that. I'm such an idiot. Alright, we need better firepower. Come on, friends. Where the fuck is everyone? Why are they all hanging back there? There must be a lot of new people here today, which, you know, is fine. Just, they're not really paying much attention to where we're going. Alright, there ought to be some kind of identification key reader. Oh yes, we're just adding ourselves to the registry to use some Magitech armor. Where in the hell is half the party? Like, what's going on? Are they having trouble? Great googly moogly, it's all gone to shit. Get on the elevator. Oh, whatever, fine. They can fucking stay there for all I care. Jeez. I mean, being new is one thing, but being that clueless is another thing entirely. They're really gonna fucking stand there and wait? What a bunch of lazy shits. Oh, by the way, it's Maggie. I've never seen people be that fucking lazy about this part. Ah, there she is. I trust you recognize our old friend. Maggie, was it? They must have shipped her here from Sentry. Considering all she's been through, it's a wonder she's still operational. Tough old girl. Yeah. Be prepared to see how poorly they treat this poor thing that they cursed with sentience. Now that you're suitably armed, you can blast open that bulkhead. The external walkway will take you back there. Yeah, every other Praetorium group I've been in, follow it till you come upon a way down to the lower level. Every other Praetorium group I've been in has had everybody jump in armor. Everybody come this way. Nobody lazes about downstairs. Like, what the hell, people? Really? I mean, that's fine, because then I get to do this. Just beat the ever-loving shit out of everything here. Idiots can't shoot me. Whatever. Yeah, these lazy fuckheads, they just stand down here. Ooh, 3 damage, 4 damage. God, like, has this community turned into World of Warcraft or something? It would have been quicker if everybody had just gone. I don't know, I'm from Siren initially. So maybe Siren is just better. Goodbye, hands. I said goodbye, hands. Oh look, another hand. That is a Proto-Ultima arm unit. One of the original arms that they tried to attach to Ultima Weapon, I guess. Now it's just a nightmare that exists in a wall, apparently. This is what happens when your enemies get a hand on your Magitech. Look at this, now these guys just get to stand here and do nothing while we do all this. And again, I don't mind doing it, it's just, come on, how can you be so fucking lazy? I'm just use Photon Stream. Ow. Fucking really? I wasn't even near it. Oh well, it's dead. Come on, let's take it down. Goodbye, door. Who's messaging me? Someone who can wait. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You'll need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon as I so memorably did once before. As you may recall, the armor's core is likely to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if we want to press on. But we don't want Maggie to die. Now listen well, press the control, engage ancillary, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. Yeah, we gave this thing sentience. It's not like the other Magitech armors, okay? It actually likes us. And you don't even give a shit that we're basically killing her. Poor Maggie. Your life was short. But the brightest flames burn out the quickest. You're a natural at this. Alright, the way's clear, but it's just you and your own 2 feet now, so be careful. I also believe that the fucking budget kicks in. No, after this battle, and you get voice acting again. Now this is actually a pretty cool fight. That's a pretty aura back there, the way with the red hair. You have been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Is someone there? Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. The highest-ranking tribunus of the 14th? It was you all this time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the Academy, I have been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us, yet that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as the young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas Nan Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend, your reputed genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people came to think of you more fondly. To this day you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel second-rate, I who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. Yet when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Sid Nan Bloody Garland. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not what a wit I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Baelsar saw fit to offer you a place at his side, and this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him for all these years? Why, no, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Baelsar is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you... Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you. Every move you have made, every step you have taken. You have felled icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for use in the Ultima weapon. Should I succeed, Lord Van Baelsar will surely take notice. Beside this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. He's got severe penis envy. Fun fact, this cutscene is long enough to brew a 4-cup coffee pot. I am not surprised. This place is just ridiculous cutscenes, all one after the other. You know what? I'm gonna let the other tank have it, because he seems to really want it. So yes, Nero has been damned to live in Sid's shadow, basically. I will lay Garland low, but first I must break you. I will not suffer to be in another's shadow. And just like his predecessors, Nero's kind of pathetic. But he has a cool theme. This changes nothing. And he just Batman's out of here. Ah ha ha ha! The ultimate weapon is activated and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Are you alright? What of Nero? Fled! Damn it. In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castrum's sentry. What hands they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that is left is to destroy the Ultima weapon. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? On we go. That is a pretty bunny. Alright. Ready for the next 2 seconds of gameplay? It consists largely of walking. And now we get the budget back.
Look for the lift's control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lift down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
By the way, Gaius Van Baelsar really loves his elevators.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
You used to be able to pick an answer, but now you kinda can't.
How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea?
Of course we do.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not?
Really, why don't we call on the 12?
Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well at Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization, and in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea. Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
And you know, the unsettling thing is that he's not entirely wrong. It's just his methods that are wrong. Obviously, conquering places and subjecting people to untold suffering is wrong. But Eorzea's leaders, they're not very good.
Eorzea is mine by right.
They falter, they argue, they allow their people to do as they please. I mean, the Maelstrom and Limsa Lominsa broke their ceasefire with the Kobolds just because they wanted more land. Not that the Empire would treat them any better. But it's just further proof that Gaius is kind of right.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
And we don't just follow him and stop him. You see, Gaius has the most powerful spell in the world, and that spell is cutscene. Alright. The penultimate battle. Oh, here we go. Not gonna lie, that Lalafell standing next to me looks pretty cool.
Allow me, then, hero, to do that which you will not. To the true power of the Ultimo weapon.
You guys ready for some awesome boss music? This track is called The Maker's Ruin, and it's one of the best boss tracks I've ever heard. Now, we cannot hurt Ultima Weapon very much to start with. It is gorged on the power of the primals, and we have to wait until we get a little help. Is he not tanking or something? Let me turn on my... Unless it can't be aggroed yet. Hearken unto me, Crystal Bearer. Thy foe is darkness clad in steel. If thou wouldst triumph, thou must look to the light. Heidelin speaks to us. And she is going to help us out. Even without her help, we have this thing almost half health already. Now look at that. Garuda's essence has been torn from Ultima Weapon. I can turn off my tank stance. The other guy's got it. Now Titan's essence has been removed. I am basically like a discount DPS at this point, but I don't even care. Alright. Now Ifrit's essence is removed. It would seem the Ultima Weapon is now powerless.
But the Ultima Weapon is all-powerful! Why does my enemy still stand? Can her strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
Eorzea.
And he still has Thancred's body.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the Hammer of Darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the Shield of Light. And so it shall, for the Ultima Weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima Weapon lies within its now beating heart.
In other words, Gaius was duped.
Eorzea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Just in the nick of time, Hydaelyn shields us from this ultimate magic. My voice cracked there, that's embarrassing. The Praetorium has had better days.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Hydaelyn. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Let's put an end to this Allagan monstrosity. Correcting the mistakes of past men, one giant robot at a time. Just you, me, and my group of adventurers. Let's do this. Yes, you have to be careful. There are Magitech turrets around this area. And they will shoot lasers at you. This battle has been compared accurately to Dance Dance Revolution. Alright, we have to kill it now, otherwise it's going to cast Ultima and wipe us. But because this battle is so old and we have such amazing gear at this point, it goes down pretty quickly.
No! No, no, no! Yeah.
Back when it was current, apparently this is pretty hard.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
That's the end of you. Your campaign in Eorzea is over. And as for the Ultima weapon, it's history. But that still leaves you.
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition.
Take all this, write it down, and stick it in your back pocket.
Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn.
Because it will all be very relevant later on.
Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, give me a break. Fucking suck me off, Square Enix. I mean, that was the end of that cutscene, but still. Surprised it didn't make me stick in a fucking queue. Well, there's La Habrea. It's not much of a battle, to be perfectly honest with you. The important part is right here. La Habrea, give us back our dashing rogue.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
Just like in the beginning of the game.
What?
Now, La Habrea's hearing boss music. Funny enough, this kind of becomes the Warrior of Light's theme.
The light, it binds them. They are too many.
Give us our Thancred back, you bastard! Crystal of Darkness shatters. Everybody else has left by now, which is perfectly fine. Oh, I can apparently do the next job quest. That's neat. But let's quit this place. And now we get to see the ending. Hey, I got a commendation. That's cool. Whole place is coming down around us. Things don't look good. And who comes to our rescue but good old faithful Maggie? I feel so bad for this thing. And yes, we brought Thancred with us. Oh, Gaius is still alive. About that.
And so my conquest ends, Cid. In smoke and ashes.
Hear, feel, think. Warrior of light, beloved daughter. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still, beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee.
Thank you, Mommy
Go
Crystal.
forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
Thank you for making me not die.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral,
All hands accounted for.
She's still in there.
Sid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
She's going to make it, I know she is.
Ida is right. We must have faith.
Sid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Heidelin. Please light her way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Oh!
Everyone get the fuck out of the way.
Yay! Our Warrior of Light.
Yes! The hero returns!
Look! Thancred is with her!
Thank the 12!
Thank Heidelin. Welcome home.
Oh, poor Maggie. The crash site of the Agrius, with Midgard Sormer's skeleton twisted around its hull.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless,
Well, Thancred's doing just fine, it seems.
for now we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victories serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth, to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era.
The 7th Astral Era is come! And thus is ours a realm reborn!
And thus ends Final Fantasy XIV, Part 1, A Realm Reborn. Officially, anyway. There are a bunch of quests that we'll have to do in order to get to the next part. And they are technically still part of A Realm Reborn. They're kind of the intermediary between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. And there are a lot of them. Now, I could just wait until August 11th for them to fix everything. They were cutting down the 7th Astral Era quests, but I'm just going to go ahead and move forward as much as I can. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope you continue to enjoy, because we're going to hit the ground running and keep on moving. Now who or what is this?
What is it?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings! Chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal! A primal has awakened!
Kas Bahamul move.
One Azaz move star.
Fanza Lokpai ki Hats Haldorn Zul Ukdorn. We next starve Chemuv. They only cause the pose right ball. Alpha Post. Ako Thasaria Zuvorn.
Zodiarch. And now the Asian's horrid god has a name. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. Now, before we wrap up this video, we are going to go and speak to all our friends here, all the Scions. It's been a hell of an adventure so far. And this is such a sweet little touch. It really makes you feel like a hero. Arnvald. One day I hope to become a hero to the people like you. A true hero like Abba and Ollie were to me. Biggs. Watching you live the life of a free adventurer has helped me realize that I can't keep putting off my dreams forever. I've been talking with Wedge about opening a workshop, independent of Garland Ironworks, maybe in Vilbrand, I don't know. Working with the chief is great and all, but someday I want to build my own enterprise, you know? Wedge? You're an inspiration to us all, Foxy, an honest-to-God's hero that never gives up, never gives in. And neither will I. I'll win Tataru's heart, see if I don't. Oh, Wedge. Sid? I think we all could do with a good rest, don't you? I know I could. I still haven't had time to think about everything that happened. About Nero and Gaius. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot to think about. Hey, it's the priest. We held a vigil at the church until word came of your success. I cannot express to you how relieved I am by your safe return, Foxy. Thank you. Bremont? Ha! You've come a long way since I first saw you running around the Waking Sands. Brennan? I don't know who these people are. You sure gave those Imperials what for. I knew you were something special. I reckon a lot more folk will take up adventuring after hearing about what you've done. Brave men and women all hoping to become the next Foxy Games. At least I get to brag about having met the original, eh? These are all people who must have been hanging around the Waking Sands originally. By the gods, to think that this ragtag band of idealists could lay the 14th low. 'Tis a tale straight from a storybook. I imagine my former associates would find it most appealing. After all, what young ruffian hasn't at least at one point fancied himself a hero in the making? I think I may bring more than a few recruits back with me from the 12s would. Anybody in these rooms? Nope, they're all gathered out here. Let's go talk to everyone in this room. See, isn't that so nice? Ida. Hee, we all decided to give you a special surprise welcome, just like the ones in heroic epics. Your story took many twists and turns, but you managed to get to the happy ending. Let's hope for more happy endings to come. Yes, let's. Papalimo. So a new era has begun. On such a momentous occasion, I find it good for the soul to tie up loose ends. What would I suggest you do? Why, the same thing you always do after accomplishing a task. Report to Minfilia. It ends where it begins, my friend. Thancred, how you feeling, buddy? I realize I have been the cause of tremendous consternation, and for that I deeply apologize. But you haven't had time to waste chatting with me. Minfilia is expecting you. Dude, I was worried about you, Thancred. Y'shtola. Welcome back, Warrior of Light. We, all of us, prayed for your safe return. The 7th astral era has dawned, setting in motion a myriad of new beginnings. I suspect our paths will diverge for a time. Have you said your farewells to the Scions? What makes you think that? The land my master sheltered from oblivion hath been delivered unto a new beginning by the hand of the Warrior of Light. Thus doth history mark the passing of an era. The dawn doth brighten the sky, and shineth o'er the nascent age of hope. And though the clouds gather to mute the sun's rising glory, I would walk far with thee under its gentle glow. Wow, thanks, Urianger. Now let's go and talk to the lady herself. Oh, and Alphino. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, there is cause to hope. The light of hope shines brilliantly within you, Foxy. I only wish my grandfather were here to see it. Minfilia. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. Yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm of this very star. Mission complete. And that settles it. We are the Warrior of Light. And thus concludes the first part of A Realm Reborn. It's not quite over yet. We've still got some quests to go through. We've still got some adventures to have. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave you at this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm Foxy Games. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye.